Hello everybody, welcome to the shed. My name is Mr. H. Today I'm going to show you how to write and record a song using Soundtrap on the iPad. Now I realize a lot of people are doing e-learning right now, some remote learning, and you might not have a computer with a MIDI interface at home. You might not have a big studio setup like I just happen to have at home. So I'm going to show you what you can do using the tech that you have. So I have my iPad right here with Soundtrap, and I already opened up a blank document. There's a couple things we want to do first. First, I'm going to click Settings, and I'm going to change the sound quality to high. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow you to hear the metronome at the same time as when you play, and that's super important. Okay, so now I'm going to add a track. I'm going to add in a drum track. And click on the cog here. Make sure that Live Quantize is turned off. The default is that it's turned on. When I choose a drum sound, I'm going to choose an electronic drum machine because there is a problem with playing things on the iPad. When you play things on a keyboard, you can change the volume of a note by adjusting how hard you press the key. That's called the velocity. You can't do that in an iPad. Now, drum machines don't have velocity changes when you play them. Like if you play an old 808 or something, you're just triggering that patch at a certain volume level. So this actually works out to our benefit. So I have this here, so I have my kick, I have my snare, my closed hi-hat, I have my open hi-hat, and then I have like a little rim shot thing and a crash here. Now it changes when you change the orientation, but I'm going to record something, and I'm going to change my metronome. So to change metronome, click Settings, change tempo, and I changed mine to 86 beats per minute. I was born in 1986, so let's do that. All right, so now I'm all set up, ready to go. I'm going to practice playing before, so I'm going to press play. I think this is the groove that I want to play. Boom, boom, boom. It's bass in 16th notes, 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4. Okay, so I know I want to play that groove, and now I'm going to practice it. Get the feeling in your hands when you start. Get that subdivision ready. Here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a. Okay, and now that I have it completed, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I am going to grab the end, and I'm going to snap it. So it ended. It's a 4-measure phrase. Most things that we do musically are in 4-measure phrases. So that means it has to snap to the end of measure 5. I'm going to click it. I'm going to press quantize. I'm going to quantize it to the 16th note. Now let's listen back. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to build a 4-measure phrase from here. Now I'm going to add in a bass instruments. I'm going to add in a synth bass, and I've been really digging this clean sub. I think it sounds great. Now you have tiny, tiny, tiny keys here. So I'm going to listen to my groove. I want to try to match the rhythm of my kick drum. That's really, really freaking loud. So I'm going to turn it down. Okay, so maybe I'll do, if I'm in the key of C, I'm thinking like 6, 4, flat 7, 1. Let's do that. 6, 4, flat 7, 1. Might as well. If you don't know how these numbers work, it's really important. I got some videos on there to learn about those numbers, but all musicians are thinking in numbers, so you should too. So I'm going 6, 4, flat 7, 1. Little itty bitty fingers. Here we go. Okay, and let's quantize that. If you're fast enough, when you press stop, things will not go over the bar line, which is nice. 4, flat 7, And now let's add in a keyboard part, and this is where the tiny keys are going to be kind of a pain. You could do one of two things. You could use what I call a threek. So it's like a fork has like 4 little tongs. A threek has 3 little tongs. This is your little threek. So you can expand your threek to do different inversions and stuff. Or you can record each voice on a separate track. I'm going to use my threek. Flat 7 and 1. Okay, and now I have that. I'm going to quantize it. Quantize the 16th. Okay, now I'm going to add in let's do one more like piano instrument. I'm going to do, I don't know, what's something new that I haven't used in a long time? A paper tube. Use a paper tube. Cool. I'm gonna do a some sort of ostinato here, just a repeated rhythmic pattern. So I had my 3, 4, flat 7, 1. Okay, and that's my. Now that I have that ostinato recorded, it's 8th note, so I'm going to quantize to the 8th note. And I think my Rhodes is too loud, so I'm going to turn that down. Goodbye, Rhodes. Okay, now it's time that I have some things recorded. I'm going to do some looping here. So I'm just going to take the handles of each, and I'm going to loop them. Let's do a 4x4. So we're doing 4 4-measure phrases. Boop-a-doop. Boop-a-doop-a-doop, boop. Now comes the fun part. So my kids are sleeping. So I was Phoebe, and I stole just bells. I think these bells are in tune. We'll find out. So I'm going to add a new track. Now, it's all about being close to your input source when you're recording something here. So I would make sure that you're wearing headphones if you're recording your voice or if you're recording yourself playing an instrument. Wear headphones so that the mic doesn't pick up the output of the audio and yourself. And then if you have a mic, that's the best. But I'm just going to assume you don't. So I'm going to go to arm my say I'm not using headphones. Okay. And so it's the 4 chord, flat 7 and 1. Cool. That would be my little melody here. So let's go to record that. Okay, let's listen to how that went. I can always loop that once I have it recorded. Okay, let's turn the reverb down. Now let's turn the volume down. It actually kind of fits well in the mix. And now I am going to record some words. So I'm going to try to keep it positive. I was on a walk today with my daughter, and there was people communicating with each other using chalk. So there was like little messages in front of some people's doors about, like, I miss you. And then you would see in a different handwriting underneath, it would be the person's whose house that was. And they would just be communicating in chalk. So I'm going to try to, I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what I'm going to sing. And I don't know how I'm going to sing it. But I'm going to sing about that. So let's add a new track here. While I'm adding a track, I'm kind of figuring out the melody I'm going to sing. Get that reverb down. Let me hear it first. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Yeah. right out here. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And I'm just gonna improvise it because I don't have much time. Sitting on the porch and I'm missing all my friends, cause there's not something going on round here. Wanna talk to them, but I can't get close, so I found a way around it. I'm gonna write my chalk on the... Whoa, did some strange things there. And that happens. So what you can do, this is good to note, I'm going to get rid of some things. I'm going to mute some tracks here. And to do that, click on the little settings icon, freeze track. Especially anything that you've recorded before. There's just too much going on. And it might actually be okay for me to bump the sound quality down to low. It's not going to sound as pretty, but it's going to make it a lot more possible for me to actually record something. So this is good to see, because this will happen to you. And this is like an older iPad. So, and I also messed up my words. Whatever. Okay, so it's not going to be beautiful, but we'll see. I got to get really close to my mic. It's all my friends, and I'm sitting on my porch, but I got some chalk around here. So I write their name right next to the plants, and then I hope that they see it, and then I know we are going to talk together, and I know we are going to talk together. Okay, let's listen to that back. It's all my friends, and I'm sitting on my porch, but I got some chalk around here. So I write their name right next to the plants, and then I hope that they see it, and then I know we are going to talk together, and I know we are going to talk together. I know what happened here. It's weird. Aha! Look at that. Who did this? Who did that? It didn't snap to the right. Oh. Okay. Well, so if this happens to you, because it just happened to me, I'm going to split the region there. You be split. You be gone. Get out of here. Everything sounded weird. I didn't know why. So now I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to make sure my playhead is right at the measure that I want, and then edit and paste. No, there was something weird going on. I thought there was like... No, we are going to there we go. Talk together, and I know we are going to talk. Might as well, right? I mean, we have it. I thieved more things from my children. Don't tell them. I don't know what accent that was. That was the I'm thieving things from my children accent. So let's find out. And you can do this with found objects too. I have a bag of unsalted donkey chips. Unsalted, that's all I had. It's a horrible thing. No toilet paper, no salted donkey chips. Make sure you have that groove in your fingers, in your hand, so that you can stay in time. There we go. It's all my friends, and I'm sitting on my porch, but I got some chalk around here. So I write their name right next to the plants, and then I hope that they see it, and then I know. Okay. So I'm going to stop it there, and I'm actually going to bring that in. I'm just going to call this the chorus. I'm bringing that into the chorus, so it'll have some extra stuff that happens during the chorus. And then I know we are going So it's totally possible. It's really fun, but there are some challenges and some limitations. Make sure that you practice whatever you do before you get in there, because time is sometimes wishy-washy, timey-wimey. Sing what you want to play before you play it, and then get really good at using, I mean, I have giant hands, so you probably have smaller hands than me. You have an advantage. But I hope that was fun. Good luck, and we'll see you in the shed.